So, introduction to vectors is actually a geometric, no? So, pagkakalam natin sa vector, it is a directed line segment, no? Halimbawa, PQ, no? Line segment PQ. Pag sinabing line segment PQ, 'di ba? Vector, may ano 'yan. So, meron siyang magnitude, meron length, and then direction, kaya may arrow, no? So, may length. So, yung line segment, yung vector is a line segment na isang dulo, meron siyang arrow to indicate the direction. Okay? So, yung ginagamit pa natin is dati, no? Is yung dalawang letters from point P to point Q. Hanggang ngayon naman, gagamitin pa rin natin yung mga ganun. Point P to point Q. Or sometimes, yung isang buong vector na to, ino-consider natin name as vector A, ganun. Okay? Sa ibang libro, A bar pa nga yun. A bar. To indicate it is a vector. Okay? So, vector A. Ang tawag mo doon sa pinanggalingan, no? ng vector is initial point, no? Initial point. Tapos yung Q, itong point Q, that is a terminal point. So, kaya PQ. Okay? Hindi pwede maging QP yan, no? Kasi papunta sa from P to Q. Meron talagang direction. Okay? So, yan. And then, yung magnitude, tinatawag din siya norm or length of the vector. Minsan tatanong mo lang, ano yung, what is the norm, what is the length? That is also the magnitude. Okay? It is denoted by the, ayan, meron siyang nakalagay na, ano tawag dyan? Absolute, naka-absolute, no? Okay? Naka-absolute na line segment. Yung vector na to, pwedeng i-represent ng A, no? Ng A lang, no? Common dyan ito, no? O kaya ito, okay? Ito, vector A na naka, ayan, absolute, no? Yan yung magnitude notation niya, okay? Yung formula niya, mamaya madadaanan natin. And then, isa-isahin natin yung algebraic properties of vectors. Okay? So, balik tayo sa algebra, no? Pero vectors. Halimbawa, meron tayong tatlong vectors. Vector A, B, C. Usually, ginagamit ng vectors yung mga capital letters, no? A, B, C, no? And yung mga scalars, yung small letters M, N, no? M, N. Okay? So, number one, ang commutative law for addition. Okay? So, yung ito ay vectors, ha? So, pwedeng, kapag nag-add ng dalawang vector, pwede. Pag binaligtad mo, ganun pa rin naman yun. Parehas. So ibig sabihin, applied sa kanya ang commutative law. Yung kayang pagbaligtarin yung A plus B sa B plus A for addition, ha? Commutative law for addition. How about associative law for addition? Okay? A plus quantity B plus C is also equal to quantity A plus B plus C. No? Pwedeng unahin mo muna yung B plus C bago A plus A. Ganon din ang sagot kung inuna mo yung A plus B bago yung C. So, okay lang doon. Applied sa kanya yung associative law. Okay? Okay, next. Ito naman ay may kasamang scalar, no? Associative law for multiplication, no? So, M times NA is equals to MN times A equals N times. So, kahit ano, kahit magbali-baligtad yung ano na yan, scalar na yan, no? Parehas pa rin naman. Isang vector lang naman yan, no? Diyan. Kaya wala kayong mapansin dito na nagmumultiply ng vector to vector, di ba? So, puro scalar eh. Kaya kahit anong gawin ng pagbali-baligtarin, kung ano yung mauna, okay lang. Basta, hindi ka nagmumultiply ng vector to vector. Yung multiplication kasi sa vector, next meeting yun. No? Magkakaiba yun. And then, so number 4, distributive law. No? Eh, kung di-distribute mo yung vector, let's say, isang vector, dun sa sum ng dalawang scalar, walang problema, no? Ito, pwede mong i-add mo muna bago mo i-multiply dito. O, i-distribute mo yung vector A sa, yan, A. Yung distributive law, number 5, pwede mo, ano ba, naka-add yung dalawang vector times M scalar, no? Distribute mo yung scalar, so walang problema. Pwede mong i-add muna yung dalawang vector, saka multiply. Okay lang yan. So, nilagyan ko na note, these laws only multiplication of a vector by one or more scalars is defined. So, yung multiplication ng vector to vector, wala pa yon. Ibig sabihin, na-limit yung property ng vector. Okay? Doon na yun sa next meeting. So, yun.